All right, here we go. We're going on the Trump plane.
Look at this, all media folks.
We're just walking up on the plane. Hi, it's me.
Please.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Well, they're all on vacation this week. I remember.
Those are the breaks of the weather, my friend.
Hey, Josh.
Trump, Brandon Scott. Nice to see you.
Hi, Carly with CBS. Nice to see you.
Mr. Trump, Chris Baker, how are you,
Chris.
sir? Good to see you.
Chris. Okay.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, yeah.
Hope it's nice to meet you.
Hey, how are you? Nice to see you, man.
Powerful guy, Chris.
Yes.
That's very nice.
Hey, I'm a player. I'm a
Thank
player.
you. You are a player. That's good. Come on. I'll get up by the television, folks. Come on up here.
Okay.
I'll get up here. Try and watch that woodwork.
So how many people can you carry on this plane?
Well, it's meant for about 298. We'll carry slightly fewer than that.
298? Seriously?
Well, I don't carry that. That's it's built for 298. You all set, folks? You tell us when you're ready, okay? Watch the ceiling.
Just watch the camera.
You tell us when.
Lower the camera.
All right.
Everybody ready? Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Trump,
Yes.
you've gone after former President Bill Clinton for his infidelity. Are your own personal indiscretions fair game in this campaign?
Yes, they would be. And frankly, Hillary brought up the whole thing with sexist. And all I did is reverse it on her because she's got a major problem. Happens to be right in her house. So if she wants to do that, we're going to go right after the president, the ex-president, and we'll see how it all comes out. And I feel very confident that it'll come out very well for us. I will say this, the last person that Hillary wants to run against is me. And you saw the polls come out today where I'm beating her or tied with her at worst. And we're doing very well. We're doing very well in all of the polls. We're really doing very well in Iowa. And you see that. They don't report that. I mean, the CNN poll, I'm up by 13 points in Iowa. We're at 33 versus 20, Cruz being in second. And we're doing really well, and we're doing very well in the Iowa polls.
Do you run a risk though, already like running a general campaign against Hillary when not one of those was passed in the primary yet?
Well, in the Democratic debate, they mentioned my name 9 times. They didn't mention anybody else's name. So I really felt I had to respond because, you know, they're mentioning my names during this debate and they're not mentioning anybody else. So all I did really was respond.
You invited the Clintons to your wedding in 2005. It's not as big of a deal, the discretions at that time?
Well, you know, it's very important to understand that one of the magazines recently said Donald Trump's a world-class businessman, and I am. I've made a tremendous amount of money. I've built a great, great company, and that's one of the reasons I'm doing this, because we need this kind of thinking when we have 19 trillion in debt and all of the problems that we have. But as a world-class businessman, and as, frankly, a businessman, you have to get along with everybody. You want Democrats, you want liberals, you want Republicans, you want conservatives. And I owed it to myself, I owed it to my family, to my company, to my employees, to get along with everybody. And I always have gotten along with
Were you concerned about having a guy that you call abusive around people at your wedding, though?
No, I think it's fine. I mean, I want to get along with everybody. As a businessman, I want to get along with everybody. As a politician, frankly, you know, in Washington, we have gridlock. And it would be really nice if Obama could get the Republicans, the Democrats together and get something done. It's total gridlock. They don't get along, they don't like each other, the whole thing is ridiculous. But as a businessman, especially as a really successful businessman, it was my obligation to really get along with people. That's Democrats, Republicans, everybody. And that's what I did. I'm a conservative Republican, and in many ways I'm very conservative. But I had an obligation to my company and to my employees and to my family to get along. So I was able to get along with Clinton. I was able to get along with virtually every politician you can imagine. And when I went to Washington and when I needed something, I got it.
On that topic of Iowa, Cruz is ahead of you in some polls. He does have backing in the evangelical community. If you look at the past winners of Iowa, Santorum and Huckabee, people say that he would be the favorite. Bill Kristol on ABC's This Week said that if you lose Iowa, the mystique will disappear. What happens on February 2nd to your campaign if you do lose Iowa? Is that something you're even concerned with?
Well, first of all, I think we're doing really well as a candidate. We're doing really, really well with the evangelicals. And if you look at the numbers, I'm really at the top or close to the top with evangelicals. I've developed an amazing relationship. And, you know, I'm a Protestant. I'm a Presbyterian to be exact. I've gone through the whole thing. And my relationship right now with evangelicals, and always, has been outstanding. So I don't know who's leading with evangelicals. I just saw a poll coming out where I'm leading with evangelicals. I'm doing very well with the Tea Party. And I'm doing very well in the Iowa. You know, if you look at Iowa and look at CNN, which is a recent poll and a very big one, I'm at 33 and Cruz is at 20. So I don't know how I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to do very well in Iowa.
Mr. Trump, as you look at the candidates in the Republican field, should you take the nomination, do you see anyone among that field that would be an attractive vice presidential candidate for you?
It's possible. It's really possible. I mean, I've respected a number of them. I'm not going to say every one of them, and some more than others, but I have great respect for a number of the candidates that I'm running against.
You have been in the world. You have been in the entertainment world. You've been in the political world. How much entertainment is there in the political world? How much of it is the show?
Such an interesting question. I guess you heard that question. You've been in the entertainment world, and I've been in the business world, and I've been in this. It's a lot of it can be applied. I mean, frankly, whether it's business or entertainment or politics, and a lot of it can be applied. It's been an amazing period of time. I've really enjoyed this. We've had just incredible results. The relationships I've developed in Iowa have been incredible, and New Hampshire, and South Carolina, and Virginia, and Texas. I mean, all over. I'm leading in the Florida polls against two people that one's a governor and one's a senator, a sitting senator, and I'm leading substantially in Florida. We're leading in Ohio against the sitting governor. We've had an amazing period of time. Now we start the process February 1st, a big date. And I think we're going to do really, really well in Iowa.
How much are you going to spend? How much are you going to spend?
Campaign, and how you're going to ensure that people who are supporting you at rallies are going to be out there on caucus day and on primary?
Well, as you know, and even if you look tonight, despite the bad weather, the place is packed. We just had it on television, and so it's packed. And we get by far the biggest crowds. Now, the question is, will they show up at caucus? I think the answer is yes. As you know, we have Sam Clovis and we have Chuck Loudon here, and they have some incredible people under them. But, you know, we're going to see what happens on February 1st. People want to see our country become great again. We are a country that is troubled, seriously troubled. I mean, we have nothing but losses. We don't win with ISIS. We don't win with healthcare. Obamacare is a disaster. The rates are going up 25, 35, 45%. Virtually every year. It's a catastrophe. We don't win with anything. We don't win at the border, where people are just flowing across into our country. And I really think those people, I actually think all of those people, and maybe even friends of theirs that weren't at the rallies or the speeches, I really think they're going to come out and they're going to caucus. And we're going to have a very good victory, but, you know, we're going to have to see.
How much are you going to spend on the campaign?
I'm working. And during the month, yeah.
Are you planning
how much campaign?
Yeah,
it's been retorted $2 million.
So I'll be spending a minimum of $2 million